Bob Smith. Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. Let's see. Need to. What's going on? What's going on, world? I made it to the tyrant's den. So they brought the fight to me back August 2023, August 11th. It's been 2 years, and I am finally back. Galveston. This is where I'm at right now. And there's really not a whole lot of action. I'm actually about to probably pack it up and go down the street. Time the bars close at over here. If somebody could do me a favor. Hey, Seven Cities kid. Yes, please hit that like button. Please share. Can somebody please look up what time the bars close at over here in Galveston? Huh? Do me a favor. Somebody look up and see what time the bars close in Galveston. Is it 1? Is it 2? Two a.m. Good deal. Appreciate that. I wonder if Lion-Ass Osteen's here tonight. I wonder if Lying-Ass Osteen is here tonight. You know, I should, let me see if I've got any music that I've written for Osteen. Let's see. Audio files. Let's see. It should be under. I should have the bad actors saved out. Bad actors. Here it is. All right, we're gonna listen to some music about Lying-Ass Osteen with the Galveston Police Department while we wait on some action. And actually, probably gonna leave here in just a minute and go catch the action downtown. This is track 7 off the album. This is the Osteen Files, Exhibit L.
Osteen, you fraud with a badge on your chest. Fabricated that report, now you under duress. Never saw me stumble, never saw me sway, but you wrote a DWI like it's theater play. No FSC, no breath, no slurred speech heard, but your pen dance lies with each made up word. You radio drunk just to get the green light, but your own cam footage shows I'm clear that night. You're not a cop, you're a courier for crooks, planted fiction in reports while the whole world looks. I'm the journalist you tried to erase, but now your name's tattooed on every court case. Father Frank's lit fire to your fake effing sheet. DA saw the lies, dismissed it in defeat. Unable to prove, nah, let's say what it is. You had nothing from the jump, just revenge and a fizz. This is Exhibit L for liar, L for loss, L for the look on your face when you got tossed. You framed me, I framed you back in bars. Now you haunted by every one of these scars. No walk, no test, no facts in hand, just a fraud in blue with a shaky plan.
I've been working on it.
You made me bleed while I laid face down. 6 cops held me while you watched like a clown. UTMB complicit, they played your game. Let a nurse turn torture into badge-fueled shame. You stole my ride, had my keys disappear. Sold it off while my family shed tears. You thought I'd fold? Nah, I was building the proof, turning every abuse into unshakable truth. Galveston County, you co-signed the fraud, but you folded like cowards when the facts got broad. May 9th, 2025 marked that day. Dismissal dropped and I walked away, but I ain't done. I'm just getting loud, turning your lies into a jury crowd. And when I drop this in court, on record and tape, your career gonna vanish, no chance to escape. This is Exhibit L for liar, L for loss, L for the look on your face when you got tossed. You framed me, I framed you back in bars. Now you haunted by every one of these scars. No walk, no test, no facts in hand, just a fraud in blue with a shaky plan. You took an oath, Osteen.
We got one right
To
here.
protect and serve. But all you protected was a lie, and all you served was the state's revenge. So now I'm serving you. Bars for the badge, truth for the trap, a reckoning for the record. I ain't scared of you, I documented every move. Laid bare your falsehoods in a legal groove. I'm the plaintiff, the witness, the author, the blade, and your whole little empire about to fade. No more cover, no more code, no union can save. When I drop these tracks from the courtroom grave, and I hope you hear this in your dreams at night, cause the man you framed just flipped on the light. This ain't a diss, it's a death certificate and rhyme for a cop who crossed lines, now indicted in time. So go check the docket, go read the brief. I'm the storm you unleashed, now I bring the grief. This is Exhibit L for liar, L for loss, L for the look on your face when you got tossed. You framed me, I framed you back in bars. Now you haunted by every one of these scars. No walk, no test, no facts in hand, just a fraud in blue with a shaky plan.
All right, give me a second. Let me see if I've got caught red-handed. The video. And I'm not seeing it. Let's see. Let me look on my drive. Caught. Hey, actually, you know what? Right now is a perfect time for this right here. Hold on, let me turn this camera around. I've got a few things that I'm going to be addressing tonight. All right. But I think first things first, you know, first in, first out. There was some disrespectful shit the other night. Downright freaking disgusting. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting by Generally Specific. And I haven't done a thing to the guy. He's a professional troll. That's all he is. He's a professional troll. So yeah, this is This is my response.
Let's cut through the noise. Generally specific. This is for you. You've been circling my name for clicks, bootlicking for attention, trolling for reactions, and pretending it's just content. It's not. It's harassment. And it's 100% provoked by you. From day one, I didn't go after you. I didn't mention you, tag you, or target you. You inserted yourself and then tried to rewrite history. Here's the line you crossed. My family. My kids. You talked about them. You platformed a music video that twisted a serious, pre-discussed topic into something sick and vile. That's not commentary. That's character rot. We can argue ideas. We can debate receipts. But we do not drag children into adult fights. Ever. So let's take you apart. Cleanly. Piece by piece. 1. The persona versus the practice. You posture as a truth teller, but your truth is gossip and punchlines aimed at people instead of problems. That's not calling out corruption. It's feeding an outrage meter. 2. Manufactured provocation. You poke, you prod, you provoke, then act shocked when someone answers. That's not journalism. It's instigation. Own it. 3. Lines you don't cross. Turning a serious issue into a gross punchline. Bringing kids into it. You didn't raise awareness. You cheapened it. That's disrespectful to me, to my family, and to anyone who actually cares about the subject. 4. Clout over credibility. You chant receipts, then serve edits and innuendo. If you had facts, you'd show facts. Instead, you show style, empty calories. Let me be crystal clear about boundaries. Critique me all you want. I'm here for the smoke. Keep my family out your mouth. If you discuss serious topics I've raised, do it with accuracy and basic decency. No more sleeves, no more jokes. You want a real debate? Bring timestamps, sources, and full context. I'll meet you anywhere those rules stand. But I'm not feeding your circus. No panels stacked with hecklers. No gotcha games. Facts or nothing. To everyone watching, this isn't about thin skin. It's about standards. We can disagree like adults, or we can sink into a mud pit that hurts innocent people and poisons real conversations. I choose standards. Generally specific, you made this personal. You started it. And you don't get to launder cruelty as content. Now, 2 clarifications you keep lying about. Tyrants beware is my friend. When I was jailed on a false charge, he visited. When others disappeared, he showed up. He's gone above and beyond, and I can count on him. And about the multiple DWIs claim, I do not have multiple DWI convictions. In Galveston, the charge was dismissed. If you did your work, your journalism work, you would have known that. I have a court order that vacated my incarceration as unlawful. The only other case from 2021 is on appeal in the Mississippi appellate courts. I maintain that there was zero evidence, and that case was built on bad faith. Those are the facts. What isn't okay? Dragging my kids into something sick for clicks and pretending that's commentary. It's not. It's disrespectful. So here's the line. Cease and desist. Remove the defamatory statements about multiple DWIs. Stop mentioning my children. Take down any content that sexualizes or exploits a serious issue we discussed in good faith. Treat this as formal notice. You keep it on topic and on facts. I'll respond on topic and on facts. You veer into my family or turn serious matters into sewage. I document it and I move accordingly. Last word. Leave my fucking kids out of it. Full stop. I stand by my record, my friend, and the truth. There won't be another warning. We're done here.
Didn't realize I had it on mute. I hope that nips it in the bud, because see, here's the thing. I'm in traveling mode. Other people may not want to go through the hassle of freaking, they certainly aren't going to go through the hassle of going and filing in your own jurisdiction. I will. Let's see. I'm looking for, let's see. Got a yellow light on my stream connection. I hope it's still coming in clear. If not, hey, so I wanted to touch on this. The earlier had a pretty crazy set of events, like a showdown over at Lamarck City Hall, when their court clerk or whatever, whoever she was, I don't know who she was. I call her Karen. I mean, she wouldn't identify. Nobody would identify her. And so now I've got to do a public record request into the city and get every single city employee and publish all their information, because nobody wanted to do the right thing and tell me what her name was so I could make a complaint. She thought that she was going to tell me not to ask any questions. I'm tired of my damn voice getting silenced. People thinking that they have the authority to tell somebody to shut up. So that right there, that live stream, I had horrible service. I thought it was static recording. And apparently it was not. Okay, well, it was, but it wasn't. So it recorded locally, but most of it was a black screen. And it was like, I don't know if it was connected to some audio source in my car over Bluetooth or something, but it's like when I got away from it, didn't have any kind of audio or anything. Let's see. So Pleasure Pier is down this way to the right. That is 25th Street. I never got to see Galveston the last time because of lying ass Osteen. I think that we should listen to another song.
Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due.
Lies and corruption, they thought they'd control, but justice is burning, exposing their soul. They built this on deceit, but their cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Down in Galveston, it started that night. Osteen and Doretti turned wrong into right. Said I was drunk, claimed the smell in the air, but no alcohol touched. Proof wasn't there. They locked me up 11 months in a cell. Fabricated charges, a personal hell. They twisted the law, made me a pawn, but their conspiracy's unraveling, it won't last long. A growing plot, their power abused, but I'm breaking the chains, their lies are diffused. The truth's on my side and it's ready to speak, exposing their game, bringing justice to the weak. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due. Lies and corruption, they thought they'd control, but justice is burning, exposing their soul. They built this on deceit, but their cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Extradited from Galveston back to Lafayette. 2 weeks before trial, the lies were set. Then Ben Creekmore played his false hand, fictitious evidence in his corrupt plan. Judge Tolleson fell for the charade they showed. 2 years in prison, down a dark road. Osteen hit the stand, swore oath after oath, but his lies cracked under the weight of my growth. July 18th, they thought they'd won, but justice don't sleep, the truth has begun. Their house of cards is shaking, ready to fall. I'm standing tall, calling out them all. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due. Lies and corruption, they thought they control. Sentence vacated, exposing their soul. They built it on deceit, but the cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown. Candy Beavers, Hobie James played their dirty part, conspired with Galveston to tear me apart. Jeff Busby sent false statements to the district attorney, and when the heat came down, it was so concerning. A snake in the grass hiding behind his crew, but the truth reveals everything they do. Their lies run deep, but justice runs deeper. Each betrayal exposed, the climb's getting steeper. They thought they'd silence me, bury my voice, but now it's my time and I've made my choice to shine a light, make sure these criminals pay. Justice is coming, and it's here to stay. I lost it all, but I've still got the fight. Damn right, the truth's a weapon cutting through the night. The sentence declared unlawful, the order vacated. I'm vindicated, liberated, and of course I'm elated. Caught red-handed, their lies laid bare. These public officials thought nobody would care. A conspiracy deep, but the truth's coming through. The system's cracking, now they'll pay their due. Lies and corruption, they thought they control. Sentence vacated, exposing their soul. They built it on deceit, but their cover is blown. Now the guilty must answer for the seeds they've sown.
Yeah, already in. Damn right, the truth's a weapon, cutting
Osteen live. Osteen live.
Yeah, yo. It started in Galveston, a Friday night trap. They staged the scene clean, but I ain't falling for that. Osteen rolled up with a smirk and a scheme.
I'd love to catch
Weaponized the
Osteen
badge
on
like
a
a
stop
thug
and
with a
play some
beam.
music
I wasn't
loud.
swerving, no test, no line, no walk, no slurred speech, no stumbling, just malicious talk. He lied in his report, flat out fabrication. Tried to ruin my life with no justification. I asked for a lawyer, they mocked and delayed. Dragged me through hell just to boost that charade. UTMB got involved, held me down, drew blood, violated policy. 6 cops in the flood, no consent, no cause. This was torturing white. A needle in my arm in the middle of the night. The car got towed, my keys disappeared. They auctioned off my ride, corruption engineered. Lied, now it's in black and white. Dismissed in court cause the facts ain't right. No walk, no test, no probable cause. Just a badge and a fraud breaking all the laws. The truth came out, now the record's clear. You framed the wrong man, now the world gone here. Followed the Frank's motion, broke the silence apart. Exposed the deception, the abuse at the heart. Osteen claimed signs, but the footage said none. No sway, no stutter, no impaired run. But the cuffs went on, they cuffed me tight. Violated my rights in the cover of night. No evidence, no crime, just a preset plan to crush a journalist, a truth-telling man. Dismissed without prejudice, that phrase don't hide. The DA couldn't prove it cause the whole case died. You made me miss court, made me miss my kids, made my wife cry while you covered your fibs. You helped Mississippi, the cross-state crew tried to bury the facts, now I'm coming for you. She lied, now it's in black and white. Dismissed in court cause the facts ain't right. No walk, no test, no probable cause. Just a badge and a fraud breaking all
Back on
the
Broadway.
laws. The truth came out, now the record's clear. You framed the wrong man, now the world gone here. August 11th 2023, the night they thought they'd bury me. No breathalyzer, no field sobriety. Just cuffs, blood. Retaliation. A journalist in chains for exposing too much truth. They stole my car, they stole my peace. They couldn't steal the facts, and now the facts are marching back. You think this over? Nah, this just begun. Your name's in my feelings and I'm far from done. Civil suit Cummins, 1983, 3 flame. You gon' wish you never played that game. Falsified affidavit, malicious intent. The court's gonna see where your lies were spent. UTMB, you too, got blood on your hands. Letting cops run torture like it's part of your plans. This ain't just a rap, it's a warning bell to every dirty badger thinks they won't tell. You can fake a report, but you can't fake fate. Truth don't die, it retaliates. Osteen lied, now it's in black and white. Dismissed in court cause the facts ain't right. No walk, no test, no probable cause. Just a badge and a fraud breaking all the laws. The truth came out, now the record's clear. You framed the wrong man, now the world gone here.
Hey, the stream should get better here in a second, I hope. So I put it on, I took it off of the 5G and put it on 4G LTE because it just happened to be faster on the upload speed, which is what you need for good live stream. Still on a yellow light. Yeah, it's like I said, I have a yellow light, so I can't really do a whole lot about that.
Yo, it started in Galveston, a Friday night trap. They staged the scene clean, but I ain't falling for that. Osteen rolled up with a smirk and a scheme. Weaponized the badge like a thug with a beam. I wasn't swerving, no test, no line to walk. No slurred speech, no stumbling, just malicious talk. He lied in his report, flat out fabrication. Tried to ruin my life with no justification. I asked for a lawyer, they mocked and delayed. Dragged me through hell just to boost they charade. UTMB got involved, held me down, drew blood, violated policies. 6 cops in the flood. No consent, no cause, this was torture and white. A needle in my arm in the middle of the night. The car got towed, my keys disappeared. They auctioned off my ride, corruption engineered. Osteen lied, now it's in black and white. Dismissed in court cause the facts ain't right. No walk, no test, no probable cause. Just a badge and a fraud, breaking all the laws. The truth came out, now the record's clear. You framed the wrong man, now the world gone here. Father Frank's motion broke the silence apart. Exposed the deception, the abuse at the heart. Osteen claimed signs, but the footage said none. No sway, no stutter, no impaired run. But the cuffs went on, they cuffed me tight, violating my rights in the cover of night. No evidence, no crime, just a preset plan to crush a journalist, a truth-telling man. Dismissed without prejudice, that phrase don't hide. The DA couldn't prove it cause the whole case died. You made me miss court, made me miss my kids. Made my wife cry while you covered your fibs. You helped Mississippi, the cross-state crew tried to bury the facts, now I'm coming for you. Osteen lied, now it's in black and white. Dismissed in court cause the facts ain't right. No walk, no test, no probable cause. Just a badge and a fraud, breaking all the laws. The truth came out, now the record's clear. You framed the wrong man, now the world gone here. Yeah. August 11th, 2023. The night they thought they'd bury me. No breathalyzer, no field sobriety. Just cuffs, blood retaliation. A journalist in chains for exposing too much truth. They stole my car, they stole my peace. But they couldn't steal the facts, and now the facts are marching back. You think this over? Nah, this just begun. Your name's in my filings and I'm far from done. Civil suit Cummins, 1983 flame. You gon' wish you never played that game. Falsified affidavit, malicious intent. The court's gonna see where your lies were spent. You TMB, you too, got blood on your hands. Letting cops run torture like it's part of your plans. This ain't just a rap, it's a warning bell to every dirty badge that thinks they won't tell. You can fake a report, but you can't fake fate. Truth don't die, it retaliate. Osteen lied, now it's in black and white. Dismissed in court cause the facts ain't right. No walk, no test, no probable cause. Just a badge and a fraud, breaking all the laws. The truth came out, now the record's clear. You framed the wrong man, now the world gone here.
Midnight wheels rolling slow down a coastal Texas line. No drinks, no buzz, just a clear head and peace of mind. Then a bad stepped out with a smirk and a plan. Said this one's an otter, not your average man. He ignored the law, he ignored my breath. Wrote up a script that would fake me to death. Eyes weren't glassy, words weren't slurred, but he made up a storm from things never heard. They signed a warrant for a lie, drew my blood and watched me cry. Said I smelled like booze, hell I hadn't drank in years. But the truth don't matter when the system's run by fear. They jailed me up and threw away the key, while my kids asked daddy when you coming free. It was murder of the truth in a badge and tie. They locked me down on a warrant for a lie. UTMB hands with needles like knives. Didn't show no paper, didn't care about rights. Already stood there, knew it wasn't just. But back the blue line, let me bleed in the dust. Meanwhile back east, they were ringing the phone. This snakes with a thirst for my bones. James and Beavers, Buzz B2, sent lies through the wire like it was all true. They signed a warrant for a lie, drew my blood and watched me cry. Said I smelled like booze, hell I hadn't drank in years. But the truth don't matter when the system's run by fear. They jailed me up and threw away the key, while my name got dragged through Galveston Sea. They made a felony out of thin blue sky, just to silence my voice with a warrant for a lie. sign a warrant for a lie. Drew my blood and watched me cry, but I'm singing louder now. My story don't bend, and I'll fight these devils straight through to the end. Cause the truth stood up and the charges died, and I've still got my name, my grit, my pride. No man should ever be crucified by the stroke of a pen on a warrant for a lie.
All right. Hold on a sec. Clear my windshield. 30. So I saw a copper right here. What I would like to do is I would like to follow him.
But flagged my name, sent the wolves my way. Said he's from Mississippi, he won't get away. One call from the shadows, one nod to the blue. In Galveston, PD did what they were told to do. Lights in my eyes, cuffs behind my spine. No breath test, no rights, just a DOJ line. They threw me down, said I was wrong. Held me captive for 11 months long. No blood, no buzz, no proof, no fight, just a setup cook in the dead of night. Yeah, they framed me strong, but I'm singing this song cause I've been gone 11 months too long. Back in Mississippi the game was fixed. They lied, they revoked, they pulled dirty tricks. Said there were prize, said I'd done this before, but the record was clear, they needed one more. Got a nurse named McDougal to draw that line, but the chart was clean, not a trace of wine. Still they filed the charge, still they pushed the case, with Lafayette ghosts in a Texas place. They threw me down, said I was wrong, held me captive for 11 months long. No blood, no buzz, no proof, no fight, just a setup cook in the dead of night. Yeah, they framed me strong, but I'm singing this song cause I've been gone 11 months too long. The deputies lied, the DA smiled, cross-state revenge served southern style. Busby facts, lies across the line. Appeal, what appeal? He said that boy's mine. But the truth got legs and the truth runs deep. Now they're the ones who can't sleep. A journalist jailed, a father erased. No due process, just a show trial disgrace. They bet I'd fold, thought I'd plead, but I broke those chains and planted a seed. From the Gulf Coast wind to the courthouse halls, I etched my name in those concrete walls. Reardon's the name, justice is the flame, and I'll burn down every inch of this rigged ass game. They threw me down, said I was wrong, held me captive for 11 months long. But I'm back, I'm loud, I'm bringing the fire, exposing every dirty cop in sight. Yeah, they framed me strong, but I'm singing this song cause I've been gone 11 months too long. Ain't no badge gonna muzzle my voice. Ain't no jail gonna bury the truth. This is nappy wording, and I got names to name.
So those are all the Galveston songs right there. Oh. those are all the Galveston songs right there. That's going to do it for that part.
A lot of stuff like that. I'm here in New York City. You know, everybody, so I wanted to do a little mixture of all to tell the story. That's what bad actors help out, is to prove the story. Whatever ways people will see it. Why that's not playing.
Oh, it is playing. Switched over to Bluetooth. My bad. They told me sit down, but I pulled the chair. Told them I'm the wrong one to frame. I swear, back in 2017 they drew first blood, called stalking, fabricated mud. No mayor involved, just a target on me, cause I speak loud in the land of the free. Oxford, Mississippi, deep in that game, twisting laws like ropes, tying up my name. Sesame's on the move, McCutcheon in the mix. All eyes on me when I'm speaking in cliques. Took the plea, force hand, family to protect, but they kept on pushing. Disrespect on deck. Jeff Busby smirking, clerk door closed. I asked about judges, the whole scene froze. Joey East waiting outside like a plot. Civil written hand, another twisted shot. Next day script, commitment by lies. Ackland's affidavit, didn't even try. No eval, no call, no care, no proof, just got me locked while they celebrated truth. Little signed the order like it was nothing. Didn't blink once, just rubber stamp bluffing. Thrown into below, flatted belts, North Mid State Hospital, taking my rights. I walked out different, but I ain't done. Called Alcorn direct, but truth don't run. She told me the sheriff asked her to file, so I dropped a grievance that traveled a mile. Sent it to Rogers, to Little, to court. Within 24 hours, they struck with force. Second affidavit, same play, or third. This time, while my wife's still hurt. Just came from the ER, baby's lungs too weak. They're taking me down while my newborn speaks. Solitary box, 7 days in the pit. Then the East Miss saying, I missed my son's birth for a false claim trick. Still they say it's justice, that narrative's sick. Bob Norman from the DOJ said he passed the flame, then ghosted like it wasn't his name. June 22, visited peace. City Hall walked through, no cause, no beef. They claimed I turned knobs, fabricated threats. MBI's Monty said arrest him yet. Tweets uses weapons, free speech on trial. While my baby's in Memphis, breathing fragile. McClinton installed, judge shuffled, case numbers, whole thing stalled. 5-hour hearing, no win. I pled again, just to walk through that gate. Fast forward time, I leave that land. Utah skies, but they still got plans. Layton PD, getting word from afar. Oxford sent a smoke like an unmarked car. Sesam's breached every boundary line. Like a fed up spy, Richards fired off defamation mail. 139 names like a network trail. Grammar request blocked, stonewalled by Arrington, calling on March 28th. Then the panic begins. Petro City silent, but the files don't lie. They wanted my address, nobody told them why. I showed up at the FBI docs, Salt Lake City, tried to take a stand. They wanted ID just to take my word. Said no, they got hot, then made it absurd. Kicked me off the public lot, wrote down my tag. All while I'm live, letting truth unbag. Filed my lawsuit in district court, named it. Where the fuck I'm at? I was in jail a lot longer than that. I was in Galveston alone from August 11th, 2023 until May 24th of 2024. I was stuck in there on a no bond hold because of quid pro quo with Mississippi. They planned this stuff. They called in the favor. So when Galveston took the bait, and in particular, William Osteen's dumbass, Lafayette County, Mississippi did their part in making sure that I couldn't leave the jail. So I was there from August until May the next year. And then 2 weeks prior to trial, I got extradited to Mississippi. I got robbed of a trial. When I got to Mississippi, about a month and a half later, they held a revocation hearing. They used Osteen testifying over Zoom to sentence me to prison for 2 years. I went to prison August 2024 and January 21st of 2025. My sentence got vacated, declared illegal. I was released from prison. A short time after that, Galveston dismissed their bunk charge because there was never any alcohol. Never any alcohol. As I said, from day one. I can't even, so I know this thing is going on We the People News and Patriot News Activism. And what is weird about all this is I'm only seeing a few chats. it doesn't show me on Switcher how many people are on. So, and I'm live streaming vertically. So there is absolutely no doubt, and it should be plainly clear to see that I'm very shadow banned. Very shadow banned. I don't know who controls that, but my reach is cut down a tremendous bit. And just to highlight that, when you live stream vertically, you're supposed to throw the live stream into the shorts feed, into the live stream. It picks up random people that have never even seen the channel before. But that I don't think is happening. 7 cities. I can't see how many people are in here, or anybody for that matter. Please comment. Please leave a comment as far as what the live count is right now. I would be willing to bet it's next to nothing. Otherwise, I would see like a whole bunch of comments strolling. And I'm not seeing that, so I don't think there's hardly anybody on here, because they have basically all but shut down my reach. On that, with that being said, if you go to Odyssey, Odyssee, go to odyssey.com, Odyssee, and go to odyssey.com slash, this is where I need to go. Go to odyssey.com slash WTP News. Or you might need to put an @ sign in front of the WTP News. So it would be odyssey.com slash @WTP News. I've signed up for an account on there. It's open source. It's not controlled by algorithms like YouTube is. It creates a blockchain so that once the stuff is there, it's there. And yeah, make sure you go over there and subscribe to me on Odyssey, because this shit with YouTube it's getting sick of it. Trying to do something about it. People need to, as a whole, in the 1A community, either need to people in the 1A community either need to, hey, look at this guy. You know what? We're going to follow him.